Yo, blessings and love, same way every time, man. This is your boy Crystal here again, yeah, chapter 2. Um, in this one, I want to just talk a little bit about, how I got involved in music, in the industry and that kind of stuff. And I really had to start off by giving thanks to one of my big brothers, Perry Laurie. That guy was really, really instrumental in terms of me getting involved in the industry. Um, I remember when, you'll have the vocational Bible school, DVBS, and he will always encourage me, sing a song, go and learn a song, sing a song in front of everybody, let everybody hear your voice, and he used to always be pushing me, to, develop my voice and to sing song, because he was into music really, really solid. He had, like, them days was level cassette, rare cassette. He had cassette from, Jim Reeves, he had Dallas Holmes, he had Evie, Lionel Harris, Bobby Mason, a whole contingent of music. And every morning I used to be getting up to him playing a set of gospel music and stuff, And me as a youth man, then, that's well, the music you hear in them, you like any music and that kind of stuff, but you really understand the essence and stuff behind it, really, But used to be encouraging me, to get involved and stuff in the singing and, and that kind of stuff. And then he also eventually got me linked up, to have somebody give me a little basic training on the drumming and that kind of stuff, which was one thing I really ended up loving, to drum and that kind of stuff. So, he kind of was the one that kind of just showed me into the whole music thing and, just had me kind of finding my way, around and that kind of stuff. And, I really, really want to tell him thanks early o'clock, Following that, at the age of about 14, I found myself in a band named Gospel Lyrics. It was started by about 3 brothers that I love dearly, Ross and Sean and Marlon, right? Ross Liverpool, Sean Carabai and Marlon Gay. And those brothers, were some of the fellas I used to hang out with and stuff. And, they had started the band, I think, close up probably about a month, about a year or so before I got involved, And when I got involved, when I started, I was one of the singers, one of the lead singers, was probably about 12 guys, full band, 6 singers, plus musician and everything, And my little brother, Derek, he had started on the keyboard and stuff, and he just started to blossom, in terms of the music and that kind of stuff. He used to be putting together the music, real original, he used to write and that kind of stuff, the lyrics and stuff as well, But, while being in Gospel Lyrics, they eventually asked me to end up being the leader. Although I was probably the second youngest in the band, they asked me to end up leading the band, and I don't know why. Then I wasn't sure why, but I ended up becoming the leader of the band. And, we had another nice things going, We used to go all throughout Trinidad and Tobago, doing our music and sharing the music with the young people. We started to have a nice following. We had a nice chemistry. We had a set of young people that would always look out for us when they hear we were coming to concerts and stuff. And them days were the concert. Those were the days of concerts. Like every weekend, 2 or 3 concerts you could go to one time and that kind of stuff, And so the ministry really developed from there, having been involved in the band. I remember we made a trip to Barbados in the year 2000 and 2001, I think it was, to an event in Barbados called City Slam, right? That was hosted by Pastor Dale Bradford. I want to really also say thanks to him. Hopefully he gets to see this video, but I want to say thanks, Pastor Dale, for giving us a kind of regional feel, we met a band called Promise, and I mean, that band was tight, real tight. It was one of the big gospel bands that they had in Barbados at the time, right? The band Promise, right? But really, really, really thankful for the experience and the exposure I had gotten with Gospel Lyrics. And as time went by, members changed and that kind of stuff. And in the year 2004 is when we actually first produced our first album. Well, it kind of ended up being our one and only album, 11 tracks, I want to also say thanks to good brethren, Eric Alvarez, a man who, as well was instrumental in my life in general, as a Christian young man and that kind of thing. But also in the music, very real and say talented, the man, talented, real talented, So I want to say, hey, Eric, thanks a lot, man. Hopefully you see this video. I want to recognize, I telling you thanks for all the input you made in my life, because you coached me along the lines of even being, I'm a leader and wanting to be involved in the music and that kind of stuff. And when we produced that album in 2004, members had, other objectives and goals and stuff in life. So we still up to this day have a chemistry whereby we could call each other at any point in time. Or if we walk up on an event and people ask us, hey, we'll do some all the old hits now, from the band gospel and stuff. It's not no scene, because we still family. We love each other like that, So as I say now, let me just shout out some of the members, Terrence, my little brother Derek, Anne-Marie, Joanne, Lovern, Eric, Perry, one of my big brother, he was also involved in the band as well. My boy Dustin, who right now in the States, right? Dustin Ansel Bain, who right now he's also forming his own band, Ansel Bain and Forgy. Best and love brother, I love you like that, right? Gary as well, Gary Gordon, one of the other brothers who was involved in the band and that kind of stuff. So, when we decided to take different pathways and stuff in life, it was just out of real love, and we always stay connected. We still stay connected. A lot of us, different directions. Some got heavily into the word ministry. Some of us still in the music ministry, like myself, my boy Ansel, my little brother Derek, and that kind of stuff. So gospel lyrics was like the foundation for me. In the sense of really setting our base, feeling and finding my way, finding my space and that kind of stuff. And, even now, as I'm getting into my own solo performances as a minister, as an individual and that kind of stuff, the music in itself continues to flow out of me, always writing. I want to thank God for that gift and that ability to really write. I mean, creativity is something that you really can't take for granted. That is something that flows directly from the Father himself, who is the big man when it comes to being creative. I mean, to take nothing and to make something. That is the man who knows how to do it. So I really, really thank the Lord God, my Father, my friend, my big brother Jesus, That is how I see it, in terms of really calling me and giving me the opportunity to serve him in this area. So, as Christelic, I see one of my main objectives is to always have a message in my music. So in as much as the music does be real tight, it be hype sometimes and that kind of stuff, at the end of the day, sometimes I want to make sure that when the person sit down after they hear all of the music, the nice music and that kind of stuff, that when they sit down, that some of the lyrics begin to resonate in the spirit, and they will always know that there is a message in my music. That is one of the key things. And worship is very, very close to me. I mean, everybody, we are supposed to be worshipers, what I mean? But my worship to God is in everything I do. Always giving him reverence, always acknowledging him, always realizing who he is and what he is, what he has placed in my life, and giving back to him in all that I do and that kind of stuff. So I really want to thank God for the opportunity to serve him in this light. So as my music develops and that kind of stuff, I always seek to make sure that the people that I minister to, wherever my music reach, the places that God will have my music to go and that kind of stuff, be it regionally, be it internationally and that kind of stuff, that it really touches lives and change the hearts of men and that kind of stuff. Because the music ministers to me firstly. When the music ministers to me firstly, and then with it ministering to me, it changes me, and as it changes me, I just want to share, what the change is about, or what the change has done in my life, and share it with the people that would hear the music and that kind of stuff, And I always believe, this is, I am not really into saying that I have fans, you understand? I don't really think about fans, because I believe that we are all trying to find our pathway in life and to understand our journey and our calling and our purpose on this earth, because we're all here with our purpose, right? We're all here with our purpose, and some of us sometimes take a little longer, some of us make mistakes along the way, just like myself, just like myself. I'm not perfect. We'll make mistakes, I always ask the Father for forgiveness, to keep a clean heart and a pure heart. Understand I'm human, and I see that. So with all of us being humans, and understand that we all will make mistakes here and there. That when I share with people, that I also hope that they will also share with me, their experiences, the challenges that they face and that kind of stuff as individuals, So very soon. Presently I'm in studio working on a couple of songs, and a lot of music to drop this year, and I'm just taking it in stride, because all the music is tight, that everything is where it's supposed to be. really, really believe in professionalism.